Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. BlizzCon is almost upon us, and I, for one, cannot wait to find out what awaits us in 9.1. What does it have in store for us? If only there was some way for us to find out everything, all the juicy stuff right now. Damn you, Blizzard, and your cast iron security. So yeah, that happened. It turns out that maybe don't let your intern upload information for you. I can only guess that this maybe is the same intern that they had working for them way back during Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, when all of that leaked. Timmy! We gave you the information on Wrath and you messed it up! Since then, we've had you dealing with class balance for World of Warcraft. But now we feel that we can trust you again. So here is the press material for the upcoming 9.1 for BlizzCon 2021. Don't mess this up, Timmy. Ladies and gentlemen, Timmy messed it up. So now we get to look over what is coming in 9.1. I will say, on a side note, I feel really bad for everyone working at Blizzard. You want that big moment, that community hype, when all this is revealed at BlizzCon, and yet again, another load of secrets get leaked beforehand, and that hype has died down. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm excited for 9.1. Reading through these leaks, they look amazing, but I do feel bad for the ladies and gentlemen working at Blizzard. Now, it goes without saying, of course, we are going to have spoilers ahead, so be warned. If you want to save it for BlizzCon, then leave now. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. For those of you that have stayed, let's get into this. We will kick this off with the Blizzard Preamble. The traitorous Scion Nephrius has been defeated. But we do know that his role in the Jailer's plan is complete, hence why the Jailer actually doesn't care that Scion Nephrius has been taken out. But the power of the Maw still grows. Dun dun dun! In Chains of Domination, the first major content patch, we, the players, will delve into new depths. We shall venture further into the Jailer's hopeless domain, seeking to understand his malignant plan. Backed by the renewed might of the Four Covenants. Is anyone thinking that this is setting up a new covenant, allowing maybe the swapping of powers? I don't think this will be in 9.1, but I do think it's the beginning of setting that up. Horde and Alliance players will take the fight to the seat of the Jailer's power. And maybe we require to do that more power, therefore allowing us to equip more than one Lego. Please, Blizz, I really like that. But the Banished One has a terrible new champion, a cruel instrument of despair, conscripted by Sylvanas Windrunner, capable of instilling dread into the heart of Azeroth's heroes. Spoilers, it's Manduin. And as a Horde player, why should I care? I know that sounds bad, but you haven't set this up, Blizz. We were literally at war, now we're supposedly at peace, and I don't care. Ugh. But I digress. So yes, we had our little look at Anduin held by the Jailer and his chat with Sylvanas, but it appears the time for talk is over. So we have Tyrande running around jacked up on dark power. We now have Anduin, who is also jacked up on some dark power, which is interesting, sadly up to a point, because we all know this is not going to last. Anduin will not become a Dreadlord or a Lich King or anything else, which is fine. I get that, but my fear is that Sylvanas will relate to the pure heart of Anduin as he fights the conflict inside of him, the darkness. She will see Anduin fighting not with hatred and anger as she did, but with light and hope. I'm going to be honest, in terms of how the fight's going to play out in Raid, I'm getting a real Gul'dan vibe, you know, Gul'dan and Illidan, and yeah, I think we're going to see sort of Sylvanas messing about with Anduin, twisting him into this dark creation, and at the last moment she will see the error, normally by the way, as we're killing them. It's funny, they always get these epiphanies right when their health's at near 1%, and she will see the error of her ways, and Anduin will be freed from the dark hold that's over him, probably by Sylvanas, and as she dies, we'll get the father scene from Arthas. You know, because Arthas and Sylvanas had the whole link thing. You know, come on, you can see it. Yeah, I'm just getting this image that we're going to see the Ranger General, not Sylvanas, the Sylvanas figure's going to go as she dies, and she's going to be the Ranger General in all her glory. Maybe even the Thanos who died next to her will now come back to life as a Ranger, and they'll be holding hands, and then the two of them will be picked up and carried away by blue Smurfs. And yes, before you ask if that is the way she goes out, you are more than welcome to be sick. Okay? Just going to clarify that now. You're more than welcome. Now, as much as I love the lore, that is not what keeps us playing the game. So let's get into this, the nuts and bolts of patch 9.1. First up, discover the mysteries of Korthia. The jailer is searching for a key. Now, here's the thing. I love Warhammer. A lot. And hearing the City of Secrets made me think. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Excelsis. One of the cities built by Sigmar. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to dive too deep into the lore of Warhammer, but in a nutshell, the city of Excelsis was built around the Spear of Malice. Now, this is a fragment of the world that was. It is huge, by the way. Think like Sword of Sargeras, not like a tiny throwing spear. Mining this Spear of Malice gives you glimmerings, a currency that allowed people to see the future. The city became known for being rich in prophecy and secrets. Now you may be sat there thinking, Grim, hang on, old bean, hang on. Fantasy lore, there's always a place of secrets. In all of it, doesn't matter where it is, there's always some way that when you go there, you find this thing, it will be revealed, and everybody will know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. So what? WoW has one, and so does Warhammer. Loads of fantasy does. And there may be something to that. But there is yet more proof that I think the two are related. And no, I don't mean WoW copied something from another franchise. Torghast and Final Fantasy. Sorry. Bit of dust in the air again. We'll get back to Excelsis in a little bit. The Covenant strike back. In a galaxy far, no. Sorry. With all our hard work finally paying off, we strike out with the United Four Covenants, creating a Super Covenant. I need to know one thing. Can I get to use Convoke, please, on all my characters? That's what we want. Now, together, we strike back and take the war to the jailer. So this basically is going to be the next part of our story. We're going to hit Renown 40, and then in 9.1, we're going to take these rebuilt Covenants, and we're going to strike out. We're going to set up camp in Korthia, which apparently has been ripped from its dimension by the jailer so that he could find some secrets there. And I'm going to guess it's going to have the same feeling as maybe the Vindicar in relation to Argus. You know, we're going to get new reps, new quartermasters, that kind of thing. Next up, we have the raid, the Sanctum of Domination. So we're heading back into Torghast, ladies and gentlemen, but this time with a 10-boss raid. It's got to be 10 bosses because that's the way they've set up the vault, okay? Can't have more than 10 bosses anymore. The vault is set up for 10 bosses. Don't you dare ask for 11 or 12. We will encounter the Eye of the Jailer, and we will also finally face off against Terragurgur. You know, the big dude. The big guy that hunts you down when you run out of lives in Torghast. Finally, we're going to face him. Now, I hope this is this kind of gauntlet-style boss fight where you got to just run him through the corridors and that kind of thing. I know potentially it could suck. I know sometimes when Blizzard try to go outside the box, it gets a little bit crazy. And my mind is thinking, like, could we have maybe a death counter or a life counter, and when it reaches 0, the boss enrages, something like that. So take the mechanics of Torghast, put it into a raid. I know, as I say, sometimes these gimmicks backfire, but I just hope Blizzard don't stop trying, because sometimes they can be so much fun, especially watching it for the Race to World First. Now, next up, and this is one that I am really, really genuinely excited for. That is Tazaveresh. Why Blizzard? Why? Tavesh. Taza. The Veiled Marketplace. Yes, the Veiled Marketplace. Discover the exotic wares and strange creatures in an 8-boss mythic mega dungeon. Ah, God, it feels good to say those words. It is set in the bazaar of the mysterious brokers, culminating in a high-stakes heist. So this is the second part of my thoughts regarding Excelsis. At the heart of the trade quarter in Excelsis is the Guild Hall, an ornate dome structure that dominates the centre of Excelsis. It holds the city's valuable stock of secrets and prophecies. Everything of value is held there. So we have a heist taking place in the Veiled Marketplace. The name of the marketplace, by the way, in Excelsis is the Veins, or the Vein Marketplace. Veins the Veiled, big guild heist thing. Come on! Now, don't get me wrong, when it comes to dark lore and fantasy setting, there are few that can beat Warhammer. So, if WoW want to use a little splash of that, I'm all good with it. This, of course, is all from my crazed mind. I have no idea if any of this from Excelsis and everything else actually lines up or works. But either way, a new Mega Dungeon is okay with me. These are some of my favourite content, these new Mega Dungeons that we've had in the last couple of expansions, so I am all for another one. Oh, I'm hoping for another Karazhan, please. That was such a good dungeon. But wait, ladies and gentlemen, there is more. Gear up for Shadowlands raids, dungeons, and PvP Season 2. Now, we're of course going to be getting a new Mythic Aspects for 10 and above. Also, by this point, it's worth knowing that the raid drops have been implemented, the Valor system will be in place, hopefully with all the kinks ironed out. We're going to have all new Covenant cosmetic armor sets, and the cool things about these, and this I do really like, is that it's not bound by the armor type. Meaning, if it looks like a full plate set, and you like it, but oh no, you wear cloth, who cares? Put it on. Much like the Sprite Darter's Wings, that transmog set, it's just a cosmetic appearance, it's not actually gear, so you can attach it to any armor set you want. Brilliant! More of this, please, Blizz. I like it. I will say, from the image that we've seen so far, they do all look kind of leather. So, meaning that we don't really have any light materials. There's nothing that you'd say, oh, that's a very cloth set. And we don't also have a very heavy, distinct, that's a plate set. They all seem to be very, sort of, they can go with anything, which I like. It's going to help build some really cool transmogs. And as I say, I love the idea of appearances just being able to be shared between the armor styles. And I fear not, because I knew you were worried about this. We are expanding our soul bindings and our conduits, and I'm guessing with this new area to battle in, this Corythia, and coming together with the Covenants, we're going to get all new characters to soulbind with. Maybe the inhabitants of Corythia, that would be cool. Maybe some conduits that are themed around Season 2? Maybe. Plus, of course, we have all new mounts and all new battle pets to unlock. And last, ladies and gentlemen, but by no means least, flying is coming. So far, it looks like we're going to get flying in each of the 4 zones, not in Orbis and not in the Maw. I would guess that also means we're not going to get it in Corythia, but I hope that's not the case, because Nadjatar, to me, was awful until we actually got flying. Then I loved it. It was great to fly around in. So I'd love to explore this new crazy zone, but from the air, Blizz, if that's possible. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I give you the Chains of Domination patch 9.1. This one is looking like a cracking addition to an already cracking expansion in Shadowlands. Whew. But that is enough from me, everyone. Just enough time to go get my callings done, grab something to eat before Blizzard begin BlizzCon 2021, and we learn the secrets of patch 9.1. Oh, fudge. Timmy, you leaked it already! Oh, that's Timmy going back to class balancing. But thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe, and I will catch you all in the next video. Laters.